What's good, future millionaires? We back with another banger. I'm December DeMarco, Fortune 500 marketer, here to share my insights of the market with y'all to hopefully help y'all become better informed investors, man. Salute to y'all for pulling up on the channel. Make sure you hit that thumbs up like button for the YouTube algorithm and do not forget to subscribe. So we got a Volt Inu update. Major news. First off, check the links in the description section to get some of those free resources. You get free stocks, free crypto. You can end up selling them, buying whatever you want. Remember, none of this is financial advice, and eventually once you move some of those funds around, you can end up getting some Volt for free if that's what you want to do with those funds that you sell. So I want to update y'all on everything that Volt has going on. Also, it is an amazing time to check out the chart, so I'm gonna show y'all that right now. Come join our private Facebook group, Private Stock Market Game. We got over 6,300 active investors in here. Also, make sure you come follow me on Twitter to get basically sped up, expedited into that group. And also come follow Volt Inu. If you have not learned about this project yet and you still have not checked it out to the point where you wanted to get some, I think right now is a prime opportunity to be able to do that. Let's take a quick look at the overall market. I just did a little technical analysis on Bitcoin. Let me use a different chart real quick so we can go back to that and I can show you a few things, a few tips and tricks. So right now, Bitcoin is under 34,000. We got the entire market down 3.8%. When we see this, now normally, remember I told you I like to buy when we see 10 to 15% dips. I set my target around 10%. 15% is when I try to snipe and pull that trigger. Now, we might not see 15% pullback on Bitcoin from this point, but I'm gonna show y'all why it looks like things could be trying to turn around soon. So we might have to go a little bit deeper in those waters, but things could eventually turn around. So I want to show y'all, if you type in crypto, this is what some of y'all need to do when you're panicking or you don't understand what's going on with the market. When you say, why is the entire market down? Just come type in crypto, look at some of the top articles, and you can see from these articles, it's basically, bad news. It's something that will make the market react negatively. When that happens, we're going to see that reflect in price. So right now we see top articles. Argentina bans banks from Bitcoin, digital asset sales. So that's a major thing. Argentina central banks bans lenders from offering crypto services. We got an article from Cointelegraph. Crypto, like railways, is among the world's top innovations. Another one, for the crypto industry, supporting sanctions is an opportunity to rebrand. Another article from Bitcoinist. Argentina to shut down crypto activities to attain a $45 billion loan, says the IMF. So what could be happening here? Big politicians or governments are offering, these countries, they're basically trying to shut down, crypto in a way. Not everybody, but, in Argentina. So the government was offered $45 billion to basically shut down, to prevent people from being able to partake in crypto services. Now, they can't stop it completely because, of course, DeFi, but where we started to see a lot of banks offering crypto services, allowing you to, directly transfer funds into, crypto brokerages and things like that, that will no longer be the case, is what I'm assuming here. Or allowing banks, the banks that did, basically adapt and started to provide crypto services themselves, that is no longer the case. So that is going to rock the market. It's going to send a lot of people make a lot of people fearful, basically thinking other companies may do other countries may do the same thing. And, that could be a bad thing for the overall market for the short term. Now, before we get into Volt Inu, I want to show y'all why right now is a good time to not load up, but wisely look at your positions and, maybe dollar cost average down if you bought the tops of some, or, if you haven't started positions, this may be a good time to do that. Now, looking at Bitcoin right now, we're at 34,442. So I like to use these quick indicators right here. So we got our Bollinger Bands here, we got our RSI here, and we got our MACD here. So these Bollinger Bands lets us know when the price is basically becoming cheap and when the price gets expensive. And we can also use this indicator to determine when smart money will likely step in and when people will be likely to take profits, like at this mid Bollinger Band range and the upper Bollinger Band. People are likely to buy the dip. The smartest people that buy you ever wonder like how someone bought a perfect dip, or they bought a lot better dip than you were able to get? This is how they're using the Bollinger Band. The Bollinger Band, you know, it tells you once the price falls along this band, it's not 100% accurate, but often we see the price, you know, bounce off of this line and start to move back up towards this mid Bollinger Band. Now, right now, we see the overall market being dragged down, but I see area of support here around. Let's take a look at this wick. So if we look in the meantime, you know, in the closest area close to us, we look right here, we can see this wick right at this level, which is basically $33,029. So the price looks like it's trying to fight back towards that direction, where that might be our main level of key support. So hopefully, you know, if we do move down to that level, things will turn around after that point, and it will hold at that point. But if it doesn't hold, then things can get a lot scarier. But that's where I'm seeing, you know, the price to hold at around that $33,000 level. If it does wick down quickly, it might tap that and bounce back up, and, you know, it could start to, you know, move up slightly before it falls back down, but that's not a guarantee. So I'm just letting y'all know that right now is an opportunity. It's called a buying opportunity to basically get some of your favorite assets for cheap. Now, I wanted to show y'all Volt Inu is absolutely going crazy right now. So if we take a look, which y'all know Volt is basically every day doing, you know, new updates, constantly marketing, you know, different people all over YouTube constantly covering this project. I believe in 2022, Volt will become, you know, in the crypto houses, you know, a household name. Now, of course, not through, you know, the entire world, because the world is still early to learn about crypto, but amongst the households that know about crypto, I believe Volt will be, you know, in those top ones, along with the Shiba Inus. So let's take a look here, some of the updates we got for today, and then I'll give y'all some couple other things. But right off the bat, we got 3 new exchange listings. That is major right there. So I wanted to go into that. We got LA Token. That is one of them. Also, I got my notes right here. Coinstore. And then that last one was a big one. So we got more reviews, more updates from YouTubers. That's something you want to absolutely see. When people's belief and hype starts dying down with some of these projects, that's when you can start to kind of see the projects fizzle out. We still know with Volt, the community is strong. We just hit 45K holders, so that was a big milestone right there. Also, let's see what we got. This weekend is so boring. We can't wait for the week to start again, to see the listings resume and to release our surprises. So we got some big surprises coming up this week. I definitely do not doubt this team. Every time, you know, Votoshi lets us know that something is coming big, we always see it happen. So, you know, it's kind of just been fun to ride the Volt train right now. Some of y'all that want to day trade or, you know, be a little risky with it, you know, you could even be buying this dip to, you know, take some profits once the price rises back up, because we know Volt is constantly doing buybacks. I believe we just started the 100K buyback today. No other project is doing buybacks like Volt. That's another thing. And, you know, that directly looks, so right here today at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will buy back $100,000 worth of Volt on ETH by matching every buy 1-to-1. There's no other projects doing that. I also just seen a post that said we were around like 5 point. Oh, here it is right here. So in less than 5 months, 4.7% of our supply has been burned. Unlike a burn at launch where the tokens never circulated, that's over $5.3 million worth of Volt that has effectively been removed from circulating supply. I'm telling y'all right now, other projects are not doing this. So this is another thing. When you see these large buybacks happening right now, so even though the price is falling, we know that the team is doing a large buyback. So what is that? That's smart money. You will be wise to invest with smart money, catch the dip when smart money is buying the dip, and you ride the train with smart money. So that's what I wanted to, you know, basically put y'all on. So let's take a look at this chart right now. Also, we're gonna go back to the Bitcoin chart as well, because I want to show y'all why things are likely to turn around soon. Now, this is not, you know, a crystal ball, but we're just trying to use these tools and indicators to make the best informed decision that we can. So if we take a look at Volt, let's zoom in. We're right now on 4-hour chart. This candle is very close. We got this candle that basically hit the lower Bollinger Band. You seen as soon as it touched this lower Bollinger Band, it turned green. But because the markets are so beat up right now, it's still pulled down. So what we're looking for is the price to come touch somewhere around, what is this? Basically, that 17 or that 16, of just about that 16.6 level. So but the team, we can see that the team is buying. So you see we have a lot of volume here. A lot of dip has been bought. The price is selling off. A lot of people have been selling tokens, but at the same time, the team is buying tokens. More have been sold than bought at the moment, but you will be getting in at a discount versus those that wait until the chart is turning around and they see a lot of green candles and then they try to buy in. That's not the right way to do it. You should buy red and sell green. Now this is, I always recommend taking a cherry off the top when you're up in profit. So that way, when the price drops, you're not upset or you're not feeling, like you have any regrets. So now let's take a look at the MACD, which is the moving average convergence divergence. Now this lets us know when we see this signal, when this crosses this signal line here, we know that the price is about to flip back bullish. Now, if we know that it crosses here, the price is about to flip bullish. Sometimes I like to, basically count on this go into this a little prematurely, basically guessing that this will cross over eventually. Once I see that, I look at my RSI and I can see that my relative strength index is all the way down here in the 20 range. Volt Inu is completely oversold. It is a steal right now. An absolute steal. If we go back and look at the RSI, we can't see any point in the chart in recent times since the version or since the migration where the RSI was this oversold. So when people, smart money, see this, they step in and they buy. Notice we hit this level, we get the buys coming in. Doesn't look like it in the chart, y'all, but I'm telling y'all, smart money is buying this dip up. So, none of this is financial advice, but I'm just trying to help y'all become better informed investors. So also, let's go back over to Bitcoin. This is looking, I'm actually I already started a few separate Volt Inu bags just to take profits from once the prices start going back towards all-time highs. But I'm definitely thinking about loading up on this dip. Matter of fact, I definitely 100% will be grabbing some more Volt just looking at these indicators tonight. So also, we got that 100K buyback. Oh, and another thing that I took a note of for those that, like margin trading, we are now listed on Open Leverage. So that's a decentralized exchange that allows you to trade margin. Basically, now this is risky. Don't just go doing this if you don't know what you're doing, because I don't want anybody in my community getting wrecked. But leverage or margin trading is being able to, borrow money from the exchange and be able to have the opportunity to try to make more money with less money. So they'll allow you to take out a bigger position size by basically fronting you the capital. But that is very, very risky. You can get liquidated if the price drops below a certain level. So I do not recommend y'all trying that unless you're more experienced. And this is just very exciting times right now. Matter of fact, I think I could just buy some right now while we on the stream or on the video, excuse me. Let's take a look at the Volt charts on both sides. So let's look at each side. Okay, so we see where we are here. Now let's take a look at the BSC side. So right now, let's pull out some indicators. Let's pull out our Bollinger Band right now to see, is it a good time to buy, or how far is the dip likely to fall? So we can see the dip likely could come all the way down to this lower Bollinger Band. Could it go further? Yes, it could, but it's likely this is the deviation from this line to this line. So let's see about that 1652 level. Now let's take a look at how oversold this is by pulling out our RSI. extremely oversold, y'all, all the way in the negative 20s. I'm telling y'all, this is not financial advice, but you got to connect the dots, man. You know, I don't tell y'all what to buy, I don't tell y'all when to buy, but I'm just letting y'all know things are looking nice right now as far as an opportunity to save money versus waiting until it becomes more expensive to buy. Let's take a look at our MACD now. Our MACD isn't that far apart yet, but you know, looking at everything else, the RSI is already at a 19. The price is already almost at this lower Bollinger Band. Like, so yes, it could potentially pull back just a little more, which would, you know, you could wait a little bit to see, but this is looking like a good entry for me, you know, or another, you know, for some a good entry or a position to, you know, add more to that. Now, if we, well, once we do, let's take a look. So we basically got about 70% back to all-time highs. So if you bought the dip right here and the point where we get back to all-time highs, that's an automatic 70% return on your money. Yes, it can go further and, you know, drop, and it can hold you underwater for even longer if you buy right here, or you could, you know, for a period of time. But looking at all our other indicators, you know, it's like, how low can it go? What is Volt going to become free? You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it only can go so far, and eventually it will have to snap back and raise back up. So that's what, you know, I'm looking forward to, and I'm gonna grab some more so we can end this video. Appreciate y'all for pulling up on me. Make sure y'all hit that thumbs up, like button for the YouTube algorithm. Drop you know, hashtag Volt Army so I know that y'all really rocking with me. That's all we got. Appreciate y'all for pulling up, and we are out.